Hello everyone, my name is Julian Camarena.
And I'm Adrian Camarena.
And we are here with a very special guest, radio personality and celebrity hair and makeup artist, Anna Vergara. Thank you for joining us today.
I'm excited to be here, yeah.
So great to have you here.
Thank you.
So tell me, how did you get started into, well first I guess we'll start with the whole hair and makeup. How did you get started with that?
17. I was young, I was so young. And it was literally just a hobby, to be honest with you. And it bloomed into a business. I actually created a business at that age called Classic Glamour Dolls, and we were a hair and makeup team traveling, and we would all dress up like pinups.
At 17?
Yeah.
Wow, that's crazy.
And then we started getting invited to parties, come hang out at the after parties and stuff.
So it was a group of you that kind of went together? So when you first started, did you mostly just do hair, or you mostly do makeup, or just
both?
kind of both?
Both.
Oh,
Always both. There was a time in my life though, like maybe a year ago, where it was just about hair for like 4 years, because I was traveling as an educator with the hair care line. So it was all about hair.
Do you enjoy doing one or the other, or just
hair?
The same?
Do you like hair more?
I like hair, yeah, a lot.
Like different braids or just kind of.
Well, I think people
What are some of the
people assume because, you know, the whole red rose, oh, she only does like retro, which that is my specialty, but I do a lot. Like I like braids, I like the bridal looks, you know. Yeah.
So your clients or whoever you're working with, do they know exactly what they're looking for beforehand, or do they say, oh, you know, make me look good, or this is kind of what we're going for, can you do that?
A lot of the times I'm amazed that they trust me. And they're like, just do what you do and just, I trust you. And then I'll be like, okay, and brides have done that. And that's amazing.
That's good, because I think that a lot of times, especially with guys, like, we don't know what we want most of the time.
Yeah.
It's like, just make us look good, I don't look bad. But yeah, most of
us give up like halfway through.
like, yeah, whatever. So yeah, that's good enough, whatever.
I style guys' hair, for the shoots and
Have you ever done it where it's like really crazy, like make their hair look like cotton candy or?
I have done that for photo shoots, yeah. Well, not cotton candy, but like spike it up or something crazy. And then like color it.
Give them like a perm. I wonder how you look with a perm. That was popular back then.
Probably. I don't know.
So you do a lot of retro looks, so what time periods do you usually like to do?
1940s and 50s. Like the 1940s, I do the whole like finger waves, the retro rockabilly rolls, and
That's cool.
Yeah.
So, and then you're also involved in radio as well?
Yes, I am. Yeah.
So, okay, so you actually you're currently at what station right now?
KDUC, 94.3 FM on KDUC.
And then you were actually at yet another show before that.
Yeah, so the show I'm on right now on KDUC, it's Repo Radio, and it's with Lou Pizarro, which is from Operation Repo, so I'm his co-host, the girl. And there's Randy and Fern V, so that's us. And then before that, I was on my own show on NBC. It was 106.7 FM in the IE. So I had that for about 4 years, and it was called CGD Live Radio Show, which was Classic Glamour Dolls back then, you know, but they created a radio show around it. And that just happened because before I didn't have like teaching of broadcasting or anything. It was just because I had I went and they're like, the ratings were like high when I went, you know, and I got interviewed and they're like, you need to come again. So I went 3 times, and in between those 3 times, they realized she needs her own show.
So how do you see, because now it's social media, especially with Instagram and all, everything's visual now. Hair and makeup is such a hot topic. Everything. Some of the biggest accounts, and just like people are crazy about hair.
Putting it on themselves and.
So how do you see that now, with the whole social media stuff?
I've seen it evolve. It's amazing. I believe in social media. I am so high. Like I tell people, even if they want to go ahead and ask me for like advice, I always tell them post up your work, you know? Because I remember I got contacted for the Oscars, to work the Oscars. It's my 4th year working the Oscars. And they contacted me via Instagram. Yeah. And then a few celebrities through there too. Yeah.
So some of the celebrities, what are some of your favorite ones or some of the ones you worked with?
I will always remember Bridget from The Girls Next Door. Like, oh my gosh, she is amazing. Like, you know how sometimes you may see somebody like on TV and they're like, I wonder if she's really like that. Yeah. She's a doll. Yeah. And a little doggy, oh my God. Yeah. So she's my favorite. But there's and there's some divas too.
Oh yeah.
You gotta do like this.
So you've had like some really difficult clients where like they're just not happy with anything no matter what? Well, there's always gonna be those people.
Yeah. I just laugh, but I'm not gonna say who. But I have my stories.
So what is like the most ridiculous request that you've gotten for, say, hair or makeup or anything?
The most, like, not ridiculous, I would say, but it was just crazy. A bride had like 7 hairdos, all in one. 7 changes, 7 hairdos.
In the same day.
In the same day. A bride. A wedding, yeah. So that was a little bit like, I mean, I did it, I got paid for it, but it was just like, whoa.
Were there like different stages to it, or like,
like,
was she just changing moods? Like, I don't like this, or how was?
Changing mood. No, she
Like,
staged
I don't like
it.
this.
She stayed. This was a couple years ago, but that was crazy because I've heard of like brides doing 2 dresses, maybe one like for the ceremony and then one for like dinner time, one more conservative and for church, and one more.
So she had multiple dresses for the different hairdos too.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, and it was. I remember that because I remember I was like, how many? 7, and then 7 changes, and then I had to do braid for one, an updo for another, and she had long hair. So yeah.
That's crazy.
But then for clown makeup, let me see. I've done maybe like gunshot wounds, stuff like that, blood.
That's cool.
Yeah.
So you got into a little bit into like the special effect kind of makeup stuff.
I do. Yeah.
That's cool. That's
It's
fun.
sort of fascinating to be honest with you.
I mean, it's crazy what you can create with just different materials and stuff and make it look like. I've seen people do like you can see the bone and all kinds of stuff, and they just use just materials you can find on their house.
I think one time, because I wasn't into FX before, obviously it was just beauty. I Googled it on YouTube, okay?
Yeah.
And I was surprised that just to create like a cut, it was eyelash glue.
Really?
Eyelash glue, yeah. And then you just kind of create it, put cotton, and then put foundation, and it starts like your skin.
Huh.
And then red in there. Yeah,
That's cool.
that YouTube.
You can find anything on YouTube. So you worked on sets for shows and stuff as well, movies and stuff.
Movies, yeah.
And so how is it different working on set for like something that's being filmed for like a TV or film as opposed to doing makeup for like a wedding or an event like the Grammys or the Oscars?
Well, definitely the beauty aspect. I mean, if you're doing like a bride, it's a couple hours versus working a whole day on set.
It's usually all day.
And then you're just, I mean, when you're working in a movie, you're in your own little location. You're there for like 8, 14 hours sometimes. Catered sometimes, it's fun. But you're just there, you know what I mean? For all that time. So you can be alone. Lonely, it's lonely.
I might be wrong on this, but is it different on camera than it is in person? Like you might have to, I don't know, color them differently?
Yes,
Yeah.
And I'm glad you asked that because a lot of the times I've told actually my husband about this because we'll be watching a movie. I go, you see that yellow? You see that yellow? Oh, bad makeup artist. Because there is rules to it. Because on camera, if you wear like some type of foundation, you have to wear the perfect one for camera ready because then you can look yellow on camera. Yeah.
Well, it's like more picky with the camera, or is it the?
It just picks it up.
Do you have to exaggerate it more on camera, or as opposed to in real life?
Yes, it just depends. Like a lot of people, even like newscasters, because I've done makeup on newscasters, you have to like do highlights and stuff, and they contour. Yeah. It's fun.
You look in real life, and they're just like a painting right on there.
But guys that don't usually wear makeup, they'll freak out and they'll be no, not too much. But you need it for camera to hide this, to hide little blemishes, because the camera really gets in there.
Yeah.
You see everything.
Like I mean, I've done makeup for music videos and stuff, and like in real life, you take a picture of yourself with your phone or something, and you just look completely different. But on the camera, when you're color grading it and everything's done and stuff, it's just like it looks natural.
Yeah.
So, well, if they do a good job. I mean,
but have you seen that too? That sometimes you look yellow, or you see,
like
you're gonna start noticing now.
Or jaundice.
Jaundice, yeah.
Yes.
They look like jaundice.
Yes.
Yeah. Have you ever done like I guess if you have to make someone look older, you have to make someone look younger.
Yes,
like that.
I've tried it. I can't say that I would try it again.
It's a little challenging.
It's a little challenging,
Is there like many layers?
Yes.
I guess it'd be easier, I feel, to make someone look younger, maybe, than opposed to make someone look older.
Yeah.
Because obviously, as you get older, you can get more detail on your face and whatever stuff. But
you know what? I discovered this real cool thing. I don't remember where they saw it. It's somewhere around here in LA, but it's like a cream that for older people it takes away your wrinkles for like a couple hours.
Huh.
It's
for
pretty amazing though.
Cool.
Some actor actually said, "Can you use this on me?" I'm not gonna say who, but I'm like, okay, and it just like, boom, took off 20 years from him. Yeah.
And it's just temporary, it's just for a few hours.
Temporary for a few hours, yeah. For camera.
That means when
I
people...
have a picture of it.
I wonder how it does it. Maybe it like messes with the light, like the refraction of the lighting or something.
No, it just like unpuffed it. And the cat, it just literally
Like
wet.
temporary.
on
It's
camera
like temporary
or
Botox.
In person, yeah,
In
temporary
person?
Botox. That's what it was,
crazy.
yeah.
Oh, wow.
I loved it though. I was like, wow, I gotta put this on my kids. So I'm gonna go get it.
Then more people are going to be disappointed when they see their celebrities without makeup. They're just going to you don't look like that.
So right now, Anna's gonna show us some of her technique. She's gonna do some on-screen camera makeup on Adrian, and this is actually Adrian's first time that you've ever worn makeup, right?
Yeah.
You've never worn makeup before.
First time. He's done it many times.
Yeah.
He was scared.
Yeah.
All right, so Anna's gonna get ready to put some on-screen makeup on Adrian. First, she's gonna go over some skin.
Skincare, yes. So it's really important to go ahead and, make that face glow. I always say before let's say he's gonna get ready for a red carpet or something, right? Okay, so personally, for men and women, it's good to do a facial peel. This is could be at home. What you do is you go ahead and dab a little bit on your face, dry, and then have you ever tried one of these?
Facial peel?
Like a facial peel?
I don't think so.
Yeah, at home? Oh my God, you're missing out. Okay, so it's pretty much, it takes off the dead skin. So it makes your face so
So you put it on and then you just peel it off?
No, you put it on, right? And it's gonna be dry, then you rub and all the dead skin comes off and then you put cold water.
Oh, so it's not like one of those masks where you have to peel it
No.
off?
So it's like
That's that
sandpaper.
one. Like sandpaper.
Yeah, just take
like sandpaper.
Hey, just get a sandpaper, just scrape off your skin.
But you would be amazed. You can try it on your hand right now and it'll probably gross you out because you'll see the dead skin that comes off. Watch. I'm just gonna try it just to get a reaction from you guys. Watch, check this out. Give me your hand. One. And then rub it. Just rub.
So is all that dead skin?
All that is dead skin. So imagine on your face.
That can't be good for you.
Imagine on your face.
Imagine taking a shower in this.
Isn't that amazing though? So it is gross, but that's what I'm saying, imagine on your face. So it's good for you to go ahead and do that. Here you go. You look all scared.
No, that's kind of cool.
So it's good to do it once a week, right? But especially before a big event to kind of get that face glowing, okay? And then I like using a cream, an Estee Lauder one. This is my favorite. It's so soft and it's good for men too. So to kind of get that skin glowing. Now, as for the makeup, I'm gonna be really nice to you.
Okay.
We're gonna go ahead, full coverage from MAC. This is a really, really good one. What it is, this even takes off tattoos. So it's not cakey, but it's thick enough to cover. So what we can do, let's say for camera or red carpet, you're gonna go ahead and don't be scared, look up. See, it just kind of covers a little bit. Right there.
Oh, for under the bags.
He's like, you're pointing out my imperfection. No, look, it just puts a little color in there. And I wouldn't go so deep into it, too much on it. You don't need a full face, full makeup,
Yeah.
You just kind of go in there and just a little bit for a camera. See,
Just to kind of even out all the skin.
Mm-hmm. And let's say he was, oily, which he's not. There's sprays to go ahead and cover that, like primer and stuff.
So you don't shine.
Mm-hmm. So you won't shine. Like that, see?
Now, what's the difference between using something like the primer and using do you have to do the powder as well?
Yes, so after the makeup for the full coverage, I'll go ahead and go with this one. It's a Studio Fix. And then and you'll see a little bit more. See? Just evens it out. And you would be amazed of how a lot of men wear makeup.
Oh, yeah.
A lot.
I'm sure.
No, so, I mean, some
Especially in LA.
some guys just wear makeup just to go out. I mean,
Yeah.
Yeah, just in general.
And let's say,
There's all sorts of people, Julian.
let's say we want to do a little bit of contouring, really, really light.
Watch. You're going to see how much you glow, and then you're going to want to wear makeup all the time.
He's gonna do comedy about this, watch. I already know. So we're gonna go ahead and use like a light one right here. And this is from Anastasia Beverly Hills. And we're just gonna go ahead and contour a little bit right here. This is just very lightly. And usually people contour to make you look more
More defined?
more defined, yeah. And sometimes it just depends. Like for example, it makes you look kind of like thinner in some way, depending how you contour.
You're more attractive already.
And then we just spray like a final touch. Close your eyes. And it's fresh. And this usually like for a painting or a drawing, you know how you put something at the end so it doesn't rub. Yeah. So it doesn't come off the makeup.
It's like to finish it, to set it.
Yeah, and if you want to wear a little bit of like lip gloss or like, you know, chapstick to make him. Yeah. See, that's nice.
Yeah,
he hasn't seen himself.
Watch it, you're gonna get yourself a girlfriend today, and it's all thanks to Anna.
Yeah. You're like, right, yes.
Then you're gonna have to wear makeup every day.
And then for hair, I brought my 2 favorite products for hair, for men. Do you use like dry shampoo sometimes?
Yeah, sometimes.
Sometimes. Okay, so
Do
from
I?
Sexy Hair, I use good dry shampoo. And it's one of my favorites. And then this one, the Get Layered hairspray. Get layered, not get laid.
It's like, God.
See, I can be funny too.
I thought it was that easy.
This hairspray, it's comes out in a like a not a wet form, so it's like dry. So it's my favorite. So yeah, I don't want to mess with your hair.
Okay, cool.
He's all scared. Don't touch the hair. And that would be my makeup look.
Thank you so much for joining us today, Anna. It was a lot of fun having you. You made Aiden look beautiful, glowing. He's ready to go out there and take on the world. How do you feel, Adrian?
I feel like I've been painted on. Yeah.
Well, you're a piece of art now, see?
Yeah. He's gonna get a girlfriend.
So until next time, guys, thank you.
Hey guys, thanks for watching The Camarena Show.
And don't forget to subscribe and turn on notifications so that you don't miss a single episode.